What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting to you from the D. And I'm here at, I don't know if it's my favorite store, but it's certainly one of them. You guys know what it is, man. It's Target. The target of the boycott, where, can't separate this card here. There we go. Where recently, the CEO, he had to take a pay cut. I think it was like 25% pay cut because of the loss in revenue due to the boycott. Oh, no, I can't take this card, man. This thing got a gangster lean. I'm going to get this other one. That might play a part in why it was difficult to separate. There we go. We got a good one now. We moving. Had to come here and pick up some Woolite because I used up all of it cleaning the what is it, the top fabric, top upholstery in my truck. You know, I try to keep my truck looking nice, smelling nice. You know, I do a bit of kicking it with y'all in there, so I be trying to keep it looking good. But let's get to the topic at hand, which is Klarna. Coming here to shop is what made me think of Klarna. Klarna has lost a reported $136 million. They have doubled their losses from last year. So last year's losses wasn't good enough for them to realize that this is not a good strategy. And so they put themselves in Walmart, attached themselves to DoorDash and other places where certain people are going to borrow the money and not pay it back. Who knew that if you employed predatory practices with people who can't afford to borrow the money in the first place, they wouldn't pay it back? Who knew? This is such a surprise. It's such a shocker that things are turning out this way, right? I'd like to say that I didn't see this coming, but I did. When they attached themselves to DoorDash, and you guys remember I made a video back about DoorDash employing buy now, pay later. When they attached themselves to DoorDash, I knew they was cooked. You was gonna have all types of people using DoorDash to pay for their Chipotle, they Five Guys, they McDonald's, and they weren't gonna pay it back because why the hell should they? You were gonna have an influx of people getting big orders, $80, $100, $150. And this is easy because it's 4 payments, right? 4 small payments. And when they make the agreement, they probably are intending to pay it back, or at least this is what they're telling themselves. But then after they done got their food and then ate it, their family done ate it, and you talking about paying them, I ain't got it. There's no incentive to pay back for a certain type of people. You know, if you got people whose credit is in the toilet, they don't care about the fact that this is going to negatively impact their credit. Their credit already sucks. One of those Beyonce concerts, it was a reported 41% of people who attended it using buy now, pay later. Now, I'm not saying this was all Klarna, but you get what I'm saying. They going to that Beyonce concert because they want to live their best life, and they deserve it. These are the same people who went to, Coachella, buy now, pay later on Coachella. Same mentality. I've been seeing videos of people saying they not paying it back. They never intended to pay it back. This is their customer base. Just saying, this is their customer base. This is who they're targeting. Because bottom line is, people who can afford to pay for whatever it is they're trying to get, they're not going to use buy now, pay later. If I want something to eat, I'm just going to go buy something to eat. I can afford to buy something to eat. If I want a new TV, I can afford a new TV. I'm not going to use a buy now, pay later. So it's people with very limited resources that are their paying customer. And a lot of times these are people that they have very bad credit. They're not good on paying money back. They never have been good on paying money back. That's why their credit score is where it is. Their credit score very much reflects it. I seen some people that outright said they was trying to apply Klarna to get expensive stuff, luxury items, Gucci this, Prada that. And when it came to checkout or whatever, they got denied it. It said that, I don't remember, the guy said something, but he was like, he has the credit or something like that. I don't buy that, because if your credit was good enough, you wouldn't be using Klarna. You'd probably just be throwing it on a credit card of yours that is in good standing, that has a long history of you paying it off, not making payments on it, but paying it off. I pay off my credit card every single month. Whatever charges I put on it, at the end of the month, it's paid off. Now, I know that I'm in a position to do so. Not everybody can. But at the very least, your card should have a strong history of you paying on time. Not missed payments, not late payments, a bunch of payments with late fees attached to it. You just simply being a responsible adult and paying on time. But that's not the case. So it reminds me of how predatory payday loans are. Payday loans are similar to this, but payday loans have protections in place for the lender. It's very much like loan sharking, okay? You loan them the money, it's got some absorbent fee attached to it, but they're going to get that money as soon as it hits your account. So they're taking the second it hits, they already have an arrangement. They're taking that money as soon as it hits the account. Klarna don't have that in place. So they're applying the same predatory practices that payday loans do, but they don't have the same protections in place. They're relying on the people who they're giving the loan to, in some cases for frivolous things such as food or a pair of sneakers. They're relying on those people to then honor the agreement. Not quite working out that way, is it? And I really, truly, because they always have these different eggheads in charge with all these different degrees in finance and whatnot. School smarts or book smarts is not necessarily street smarts, and it doesn't always equate to common sense either. I don't know how you have all these eggheads at the top with all these degrees framed in mahogany that they love to brag about. Oh, I went to this, I went to that, I did this, I did that. But they somehow couldn't figure out that if you loan money to people who cannot afford or may necessarily not want to pay the loan back, that you were going to eat absorbent losses behind it. I don't get how they couldn't figure that out. Let me go ahead and get to moving though, man. Let me go ahead and get my woolite and get on out of here. I'll leave it at that. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. And hit me in them comments. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.